All right, so now we're officially recording. I love how there's a
Yay!
countdown.
Me too. Welcome to Heartfirst, everybody. Hi.
Yay! I have my 2 cups of tea. Literally, I don't actually, I'm in a, normally I have like one big mug and I can't find it, so I have like my two teas.
I would be doing that too. I have like one big mug as well. And like, I bought one for my dad because my dad came to visit me at one point somewhere and he used it the entire time, which made me sad for myself, but like also like, yeah, okay, you can enjoy it too. That type of energy, you know?
Oh, oh my God, that's so, there's something with that, right? Like
So
with
I
mugs
Yes, I ended up buying him his own so he would not use mine.
while he was still there, right?
I don't remember if he was still. I feel like yes, or yeah, I had to have because I don't know how else I would have how he attained it. You know what I mean? Like how did he get it otherwise? Because he was using
Yeah,
it in at his home.
yeah.
But anyways, I like I love it so much when I travel to Korea. Like I don't know if it's better to pack it in all of our stuff or like to carry it on
Carry
me.
on, carry
So,
on, carry
so
on. You,
'cause I can't find it. I can't find mugs that
oh,
size.
oh, oh yeah. Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
hard to find.
But you
It's bad.
got it's all about that's so true though. It's all about the carry on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, never mind, God willing, everything arrives and everything, but like the
Oh no, it
things
will.
that you
I've already put
need,
that
yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Everything's going to arrive and nothing will be broken. That is my
Every don't isn't it better to say everything will be in perfect condition?
everything is in perfect condition. Yes, that does feel energetically a lot better for sure.
Oh my gosh, I really love that lipstick on you. It looks so good.
Thanks. I don't know who I am. So feel I feel like as I'm in this like interesting space of leaving who I was behind and like coming back to myself, I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
do we like lipstick?
We
I'm not
like it. We like it.
I'm not sure yet. I'm still getting used to it. It's just I for so long of my life, like I was the only one of my friends always dressing up. Like we would have get-togethers to plan for things, and I'm the only one dressed up with a full face of makeup and I loved it. I don't know, it just felt
Yeah.
so fun to like decorate myself if that's
Yeah.
the way I think of it. And then when I started yoga teacher training and then moving to that space, I wore makeup for a little while. I taught heated yoga, so it was like
Not a good idea.
pointless because it's like melting off of me, right? And
Totally.
then like nobody else in that culture was wore makeup, so I really definitely was influenced, and I never went back. But there's still an aspect of me that like loves it so much. And then there's also this aspect of me is like, what the fuck am I doing? I
Oh
could be
my
taking this
God.
extra 20 minutes to be doing nothing else, which
I
feels
I
good.
I totally relate to that, and I bet people listening do too. It's like you can kind of fluctuate as for me as well. Like when I was teaching TNL this high intensity workout, you just get so comfortable. Obviously, like leggings, yoga pants, that whole vibe is like so
Yep.
awesome and empowering. But then, and it wasn't. I mean, I was always into athletics, like even as a kid, but that I never really like it feels so good to like put yourself together. That's like such a mom phrase. But like I don't mean it like that. But you just feel fucking good when you put on a little eyeliner or I love my eyelashes or like do something that like makes you feel a little
Absolutely.
special. Yeah. Like
Absolutely.
especially if you're like feeling down even.
Yep. And it's
Not
such a weird
supposed to.
mind fuck because I have been in this space since yoga and all this stuff, like trying to redefine. I'm like, okay, can I still feel my absolute best with no makeup? And there's absolutely some days I do, but if I'm feeling down and I put
Yeah.
myself together a little bit, my mood instantly picks up, which is really cool. But
Yeah.
also there's like this frustration, like, what the fuck? Why can't I just be satisfied
Right.
with who I am and how I am? And I am in so many cases, but I don't know. It kind of goes back to this like I'm decorating myself. Like,
Yeah.
like I would when I play with food and I cook, I like decorate my plate. I like present it, I plate my
Mhm.
food just
Beauty,
for
beauty,
myself.
beauty
Yes,
matters.
it does matter. And
It
it's so
when it's
Yeah,
coming from inspiration, or like when you know it
yeah,
works for you. It doesn't always work, right? Sometimes you're like, just fuck this, like no,
yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Like,
Like, I
but
just can't be bothered.
totally. But I did find too when I was like coaching fitness that it was like I kind of got it took a few years literally, but I got sick of it. I got sick of the like yoga pants every day, or like,
Yep.
that thing, like sneakers every day. Okay, I love sneakers. I love like high heel sneakers. Like that's a whole different thing, but but like sometimes you just, yeah. Anyway,
I get it. I
yeah.
get it. It's a whole culture, and I was doing that too. And now I'm kind of in this. Well, I'm also in a bigger body, which is interesting in of itself. I don't know how to dress this body, so
Mhm.
most of my attire is like sweatpants and looser clothing because I still don't. I just have no clue, and I have not spent any time trying to figure it out. Because part of me is like, well, it's not going to be my body forever,
Mhm.
but although I feel like there's power in honoring where I am now, but I don't want to have to go out. Honestly, I just don't want to spend so much money to dress who I am now if I'm
Yep.
actively working on like just becoming a better physical me, because I don't
Mhm.
feel, yeah, this whole like body positivity, I love it and I think it's so empowering, and I feel like it's like a fuck you to all the systems to claim back your power, and that's so
Totally.
important. But I am definitely in the camp of like, body, it is what it is. Body neutrality, like
Mhm.
I don't always feel positive in my body. I love my body, I love myself. We have been through so much on my journey of healing and whatnot, but at the same time it's just like I feel the extra weight
Sure.
doing everything all the days, all day long. So part of me is like, I'm honoring where I am now. I am very privileged to not have to leave the house often or like do
Mhm.
things if I don't
Mhm.
want to. Um, but also like my body and I are actively working on getting us healthier, because I am healthy, but I am not the healthiest I could be. That's
Mhm.
just the fact.
Yeah, yeah.
So I am like, I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars to
That's
dress something
totally
that's literally going to be for a moment in my life.
totally. Yeah, that's just so logical. Plus there's things that you can do like that you're, putting on a little,
A little
doing a
bit of
little something to make, yeah, like you look fantastic regardless.
thank you, friend.
But, that's just true. But, just doing little things like, doing your hair or your makeup, or putting on, just doing a little something.
No,
Yeah.
it does. It
Yeah.
definitely makes a world of difference because it's
Yeah.
been the negatives here. And so I just been in like my comfy cozies, and I love being in my comfy cozies, but what I love about, there's so many things I love about Heart First, but it's definitely making me like have to show up when it's
I
so
love it.
easy for
I love
me to just want to hermit. And like
it.
I have this, and I don't know if it's like the Gemini in me, but I literally am split in the middle with like, I want to be seen. I want to be doing all these things because I know it's important for my soul and I think it's important for the collective. Because I really
Mhm.
just want to spread love and healing and light and laughter and all the things, right?
Yeah.
But then there's this other part of me that feels so strong where I just
Mhm.
want to like, fuck you world, and like go and run into the woods with my dog and my husband. Actually, I don't know if I don't think he would come. He'd want to be, I don't know if he could do it that often, honestly, but like I want to just be like in the middle of the woods in a tent, camper, cabin, whatever,
Yeah.
and grow my own food and just not be bothered.
Yep.
So I'm literally, I guess the best way to phrase this is I am literally playing with the balance of every day
Yep.
into these two spaces and just being like, okay, what's really serving of me and my soul? Is it to hide all the time? No, although it feels good, but
Yeah. No, but
we,
that's
we make
that
baby steps every day.
absolutely. I feel like that's so like relatable as well. And just with everything going on in the world right now, I
Absolutely.
mean, just being human right now and just riding the waves and like caring about everybody and like wanting to help people and feeling powerless even though we're absolutely not, like taking our power back, like finding community, then and we do need that time alone, is so precious for our healing. Like it doesn't happen community, we need both, right? We need
Yep.
the community. That's why Heart First, that's why we're creating this. And then it's equally, if not more important, I think, the time alone for connecting with yourself. And
Connecting with yourself, and also we just had like a brief conversation on it, how you were explaining, um I forget what that thing I sent you, that video I sent you, and how you were
mhm.
just like wired and buzzing, and you're
Oh
like, I think
yeah.
it's integration. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, it definitely feels like it's
Oh yeah, I
integration.
just couldn't sleep. I was just like,
Yeah.
it wasn't even it wasn't in a bad way. Usually if it's, I don't have much, thankfully, insomnia, but like it's very rare. It's usually stress induced, right?
Hmm.
But this was like, I was literally just could feel my body just like buzzing. I just, and I was like, I wasn't tired in the morning either. And I was like it's kind of better not to think about it then, because if you're like, oh my God, I
Yeah.
didn't sleep last night, then you can you can, that can be a total mind fuck. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
it's okay.
And
Yeah,
like for me, it's rare that that happens. Well, when we found out we were going back to Korea, I
right.
but it was sheer excitement for me. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could not
that's
turn
different.
all of my tools. Whoop, what are those? They were out the window. I
Yeah,
could not focus on anything, and I didn't sleep. But I find that lately the energies of the cosmos and the integration of it, I am just so tired. Like I could
yeah,
sleep for days. Like I probably could have slept for the majority of this day had I not known that, like, oh, I got to get up
yeah.
and do something.
It's so funny how we're integrating things and feeling completely different things, like opposite,
Yeah.
right?
I wonder if there's like I'm curious what the in between looks like between you and myself.
Me too. Me too.
If like
Although
we're totally on the other end of the
I
spectrum.
did wear, so I have a Fitbit that I don't wear. It was like on sale with my Planet Fitness when I was in LA. I was like, I
I
want a
love
gym to go to. So they
it.
had like 50% off if you like whatever. Just not that I need to justify it, but like I'm not like, I have the things, the electronics. I'm not someone, I'm already like super hyper motivated for whatever reason. I don't need like a device to like tell me to get up or stand up. Like no. Like we were talking about this
No,
where you're like,
I feel like they're bullies. Get up.
right? I don't,
Get up.
and I
Like,
don't.
no.
We are already valuable. I could sit on my ass all day for days, and I would still be as valuable.
Exactly. That's how I feel. Like just showing up is just like
And I'm
no.
like, I can already like, I was like a competitive athlete in running. Like, I already have that part. I don't need that turned up. I need that turned down.
Yeah.
Like, but for
I need a push.
sleeping, just to say, I wore it last night because I continually forget to wear it. But and sometimes I disagree with it too. I feel like I got good sleep. Don't tell me it was fair. It was great. So
Don't
it's
gaslight
like a
me.
learning process. I've only had it for like, I don't know, a month, and I probably used it about less than 2 weeks. But I used it last night. And of course, I'll take the good and not the bad. But I slept, I got like over 2 hours of deep sleep,
What?
which is like, which is a lot, right? But it's
I
probably because I was buzzing the night before. I probably needed it.
seriously, like you're
I never
being
saw that much. I never saw, I mean, I only did it, what, 14 times or something. But yeah,
I'm
I
so
was, that's a lot.
curious what my deep sleep would look like because I constantly, not constantly, it depends on the night, but I'm in this space of like, I can tell when my body is detoxing and I
Yeah.
can tell when it's healing just because this has been my life for so
Yeah.
long, it feels like that our bodies detox and heal significantly when we're sleeping. So our
Absolutely.
livers are purging, our organs are purging, and so I'm waking up every 2 to 3 hours to go pee because my liver is just purging so much. And I don't drink a lot of water at night. Like I am
Mhm.
very, I guess, calculated with it. I don't drink a lot of water at night. I don't drink tea at night because I don't want to be up all night because of that.
Yeah.
So when that happens specifically, I know that my liver is just like releasing. So I'd
Yeah.
be curious to see what my sleep looks like with all of the
Why don't we, wait, why don't you, don't you, you have like an iWatch, doesn't it do that?
I do have an Apple Watch. I'll do it. I'll bite the bullet because I'm one of those people where like I don't like things touching me when it's
Mm.
time to go to sleep. I
I
remember
wear
when
it super loose, super loose.
yeah,
Why am I
it
still,
is
I didn't
super
mean to
loose,
wear it.
I guess, but like I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if I just don't rip it off in the middle of the night because I have done that
Okay.
before.
See,
Not with my watch, but with things. Like I
I do
remember
that with my sleep mask. I feel
oh,
I know
I'm
you love your sleep mask.
I love my sleep.
I like it, but I also sleep with headphones because my partner snores. And
Like the
Like
big,
having
like chunky
big
headphones?
ass
How
Bose
do you do
headphones.
that?
I gotta sleep on my back. If I go on my side, it gets all like you get like this crazy
Yeah,
neck
I
thing.
just sleep with earplugs.
It's yeah, it doesn't do the job. The noise is loud. I
Wow.
swear, I'm totally calling him out, but um, he's like a light sleeper, and I'm tend to be a deep sleeper. Like I don't wake up easily when I'm asleep.
Mhm.
Um, but I might take me longer to fall asleep, and he's the opposite. So like when he's falling asleep, he'll like think he's still awake. Actually, I can have a conversation with him when he's asleep. He won't remember it the next day. Like it's a I don't know.
Oh,
It's bizarre. It's been like that forever. But so I'll just gently hear, and I'm just like lying there trying to fall asleep. So I'm like, I need these headphones.
oh
It's,
wow.
it's better than not sleeping.
No, I get,
Yeah, but it's not ideal. But hey,
I get it. I get
sleep
it.
matters, man.
It does matter. You know, back in the days, so I love watching period pieces, and I have
Mhm.
been watching the second season of The Gilded Age, which is on
Oh,
HBO, or
okay.
I guess Max now.
Hmm.
I cannot keep up with all these changes.
I wouldn't even know.
Um, but it's like so. I was thinking last night how wild the time period that is. Like, there's these two characters who just basically met, and then like within 2 episodes, like, I love you. Do you want to get married? I'm like, what?
How old are they? Is the guy like way older than the woman?
No, I think these two characters are roughly around the same age, but it doesn't really matter their ages. It seems to
Hmm.
be that
That's
is just
the
what they did.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah,
normal for them, and
yeah.
they slept in separate bedrooms. I'm like, that's actually a genius idea because I don't
Mm.
know, it just feels so like there's so many things, so much action in the bed when people are sleeping. Like there's our dog, my yeah, I
Yeah.
like the separate bedrooms.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I would not be opposed to that either. So I'm definitely like I don't move and I don't like to be moved.
Oh, I starfish. Like if I do get the bed to myself, I
Yeah.
starfish. I'm in the middle. Although I do find just because my body will hurt sometimes, um,
Mm.
I will shift a lot. But then I don't know, the last couple of nights I have been knocked out, deep sleep. Like I woke up this morning to go to the bathroom. It was like close to 8. And then I laid back down afterwards and I went back into a deep sleep because I woke up again at 8:30 and I had like a dream. And I'm like,
Were you
what?
an REM maybe? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like what is
Because
happening?
apparently REM and deep sleep, those two are like the greatest indicators of our most valuable sleep. So when they judge your sleep,
Mhm.
it's basically based on the percentage of REM and deep sleep. Like light sleep doesn't matter.
No, light sleep is
Yeah.
it's like a tease. It's like
Yeah,
what?
that's like completely. When I slept the whole flight, which I was so excited about from LA to Paris, which I've never done, I was super excited. But then I saw the entire, and it said like because the flight is long, I think I even got a good rating. So yeah, see how obsessed I can be. I wore it on the plane, and this is why I don't need devices. I'm already like, I need to get off. But but then it was like all light sleep, and I didn't feel like I slept at all.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's the
not
worst.
wasn't not at all. I'm still grateful, but still, yeah,
But still, it's like a tease because
yeah,
you're more aware
yeah,
versus my sleep last night, despite waking up, I was conked out
yeah.
throughout the entire. I mean, I have always had really vivid dreams, and for whatever reason, like I think I just read something astrologically, Pluto is coming out of
Yes, I saw
Capricorn,
that.
and
Yeah.
it's been in Capricorn since 2008,
Oh,
which
did
for
I?
me
Yeah, I saw
a
that too.
long time, and it's also very wild for me. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I was getting ready to move to Korea for the very first time then.
Wow.
And
And
I'm
aren't we?
newly
Sorry.
married.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, aren't we breaking like a 15-year cycle or something with
Yes.
that? Like, it's a massive cycle. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, this is fascinating. Like there's I don't know what obviously I don't know exactly what's going to be happening like this
Hmm.
upcoming year, but
Hmm.
energetically it feels like it's going to be the fucking Wild West again. Like
Yeah.
since 2020, the Wild West is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Um but the thing that makes me despite all of the ick, what makes me feel excited about it is that more and more people are waking up, more and
Yes.
more people are gaining consciousness and awareness and being like, hey, this is weird. Why do we do it this way? And
Yeah.
challenging and
Hmm.
speaking out. And I'm excited for that because we need more of us to
Absolutely.
be more aware and to say, like,
Yeah.
speak out, see
And
something.
just and like totally. It's so exciting. It's like and it's happening like on every level, like no matter and it doesn't have to be that someone knows they're quote waking up, right? It's just like
Yep.
starting to realize like why do the systems like want us to hate each other?
Yeah,
Like
I don't know.
why can we not think differently about things or what just all the attempts to control and the
It is
just
a why. I also heard this theory, which would not does not surprise me if it were true. Like,
mm,
you know how they have these things called the Mandela effect,
yes.
and we think things are one way and then they're not, but then
Hmm.
somebody will do this awesome detective work and dig through things and be like, it really is the Berenstein Bears and not
Yeah, oh
Berenstein.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like the most recent one I saw is probably on TikTok, where um this woman's like Fruit of the Loom used to have a little like cornucopia thing
Didn't it?
a long time ago.
Right.
And then everybody she talked about is like, oh, you're crazy. No, this is how it is. She even called the company, and the company's like, no, this is how it
Oh
is.
no.
Because it was, but then she like went through all of her clothes. She went through all of her friends' clothes. She finally found something in her clothes, I think, that had the label of the fruit in the cornucopia thing. And she's like, it did exist. And so the theory is that they are seeing how easy it would be to erase history in front of our eyes and how
Wow.
willing we can go along with it. I'm like, that doesn't surprise me. Like, I
No,
don't.
it doesn't surprise me. They've been doing that shit forever.
Yeah,
Like through
it's just wild. And
ignorance.
obviously, as like more people become aware and wake up and
Mhm.
call truth to power and justice and calling things out, like that darkness is going to get even louder because it's
Yeah.
dying.
Which is
But it's
yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
Bye.
We are detoxifying. The planet is already there, right?
Yep, we're
But it's
catching up
like
with
we are
humans.
detoxifying all the systems, all the stuff that's broken, the foundations. So it's like literally like the rug is being pulled out, or whatever that expression is, from underneath our feet. And that's for people like who are more aware, it's less destabilizing. But I think for a lot of the masses, it's it's pretty,
It's a big one.
pretty intense. Yeah.
It is pretty intense. I know
Yeah.
it's so important, and I think that's like I am such a like if you don't face your shadows on any level, if you
Hmm.
don't do the inner work, if you don't constantly question yourself and keep your mind open to like everything, you're gonna get stuck.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're gonna get
Absolutely.
stuck. And I just am like, no, come on, all of humanity. Like that part of me is like, come on, we can all do it. Let's go. Like,
Yeah. Because we want everyone to be there. We
yeah,
want
but
everyone coming. But
unfortunately, I think it's
yeah.
easy. It can be very easy. Hence, the way our current society is set up to get stuck in the comfort, which is your everyday life, right? When you don't
Mhm.
challenge the status quo, when you're not um letting yourself wake up. Speaking of,
Yeah.
I don't know where this just, but like in the political realm, like how people on one side say like, oh, you're woke, and I always laugh. I'm like, the opposite of woke is sleeping. Like, I don't want to. Why is that an insult? I don't get it.
Yeah. No, I actually that the shadow made me just think of something just regarding the shadow, like we all have it.
Oh yeah.
And no matter how healed someone is, we all have it. And I think like that part of embracing it and acknowledging it when it comes up, and like, I mean, for those who aren't familiar, like how would you describe what the shadow is in your own words?
For me, that like inner darkness, I don't, it is dark, but like that inner part of us that is afraid to be
Hmm.
seen, that doesn't want to be seen necessarily,
Hmm.
hurt, pain, uh
Yeah.
traumas, like shit from
And
our past,
and like
childhood crap.
yeah, and how it affects our behavior. like
Yeah.
how not even necessarily just being seen, but like yeah, how it affects the way we are, how maybe we respond in a certain way that's not really us. Like I found myself, this is sparked by mentioning the shadow at all. I had an incident with my dear friend actually just yesterday. I didn't get to tell you this, and it was just like I had said something. Well, I think we both kind of triggered each other. It was like I said something. It was coming from a place of love, but the words that I used, actually maybe this isn't a shadow thing, but it's all related.
It
It's like
kind
being
of is
human.
though.
It's like I said something that um I did not use. I said something in a clumsy way, and she took it because she's going through something very challenging, understandably. I was speaking from my heart with my passion and maybe a little bit of accidental judgment that I didn't even like. It wasn't like judging in like a mean way. It was like wanting the best for her, but like it coming out in such a way that from her point of view, upon reflection, I could totally see that I used the wrong words because those were the words maybe that the you know what I'm saying?
I
Maybe
absolutely.
this is it's just like sometimes we say the wrong thing. We say things in a way that it's coming even if it's and it wasn't like I was lashing out or saying something nasty at all, but it was like I was saying it in a way that wasn't totally um I don't know, getting where she was coming from or just it just came out wrong.
Yeah, I get
and
it.
and it felt like shadow when I thought about it, and I really had to think about it because I really at first I didn't even understand, and then we kind of like came like it just part of it was misunderstanding. So I don't know if it was total shadow, but these elements of just like being human and like caring about someone. Again, this is not like some dark shadow like of like unhealed. It's the way we express like the importance of the words we use. So maybe it's not even like total shadow, but it's related, you
But it
know?
is related, I think, because I also like shadow is the unhealed part of us, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, like, okay, so I've and I've been doing this work essentially because I'm a big geek and I just constantly want to be the best version of myself, right?
Yeah.
So, like, once upon a time, the beginning of my relationship with my person, I was operating from unhealed childhood wounds, right? So
Hmm.
I was
Hmm.
reacting is a big word, reacting in the way that appeased the trauma I experienced as a young little girl. When
Hmm.
I started to do the work and like look at that energy square in the face and be like, oh, I understand now. I'm reacting from hurt
Yeah.
instead of responding in like a loving way or responding to the
Hmm.
energy. But I
Hmm.
think and it could be as big as that, as deep as that, and as
Yeah.
simple or surface as I use the wrong word. It's not that
Right.
one is bigger or you know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
But
like,
it's all the same. It's
yeah,
all
it's yeah, it's that energy that I is that on my side?
I
Do you
don't
have a
know.
ring?
I did hear a ring. My phone's on airplane mode.
But mine should be too, and it's not even nearby.
That is hello spirit.
Hello, spirit. We love you.
Hi. That's what when anything weird like that
Hey,
happens, just like, hey spirit.
you know
What
what?
do
We're almost at 30 minutes. I feel like we should say bye and like record another episode because why not?
yeah, I love that.
We love you. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, beautiful
Mwah.
humans.
Catch you soon. Here, let's do the 1, 2, 3 thing.
Okay.
All right,
Oh wait,
one.
I have to okay.
Oh wait, I can end it for all too. I don't know why. So let me
We
do
hear
that.
from you every time and I love that.
Wait, that we do it at the same time?
No, I just love that we learn something new every
Oh
time we
yeah. Oh, I
record.
didn't hear the first half. Got it. Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.